Well, hello everybody, and welcome to what will hopefully be the first in a long line of solo Let's Plays with just me. Now, obviously what you guys come to this channel for is the dynamic that each of us has with each other, and I love that more than anyone, because obviously I don't think I'm particularly funny or entertaining, but you guys also like content, and content is good, and sometimes there are games that other people don't want to play with me, and sometimes people just aren't available. So, here I am playing a game that is totally not part of my formative years, because I was busy playing Halo when this game came out, because fuck realistic shooters, am I right? But then, when I played this one later, I learned to appreciate it a lot. This is Call of Duty 1, or as you can tell from the subtitle of Classic, this is actually the Xbox 360 version of Call of Duty 1 that was released alongside Modern Warfare 2. So, we're gonna jump right in. There's really not much of a difference between this version and the PC version. They basically play the same. It's a pretty great port, honestly. Obviously you don't get the standalone expansion pack that came with the original Call of Duty, but you know, it's still pretty good, even without. So I'm gonna just jump right in. I'm gonna play on normal because you guys don't want to see me play this for millions of years. August 9th, 1942. Camp Toccoa, Georgia. More long marches to my tomorrow. I don't understand the difference between present and future. Then obstacles with Captain Foley. And weapons training with Sergeant Mad Eye Moody. Everyone is dead tired. Another guy got returned to unit yesterday. He begged the Sugat to let him stay. My unit, the 506 Paratrooper Regiment, is an all-volunteer unit. I'm lucky to serve with these guys. There's no one I'd rather have watching my back. Our officers drill us continuously. Eve trained for months. And they haven't even jumped out of an airplane yet. The Army has never had an airborne unit before, and that makes the brass nervous. And what makes the brass nervous makes us drill even harder. Jesus, that voice. Oh, guys, remind me never to do that again. Camp Toccoa, Georgia, USA, right, August 10th, 1942. I didn't read the hours, because why would I want to read those? So, this game starts off, like a lot of these games in this era did, with a level that's entirely dedicated to teaching you the controls. And a lot of people never really liked this idea, but I don't know. Honestly, I think this is better than you know, the modern take on it, which is show you endless holy shit. Tell me I was not the only one who saw that, right? You guys saw that line way out. Anyway, the modern take seems to be to just, like, give you endless menus to read. But, I don't know, I always like this practical exam, as it were. Use grenades to flush out hardpoints. Attack, attack, attack! Move together as a team. Don't make the same mistake. Always move from cover to cover! Always reload before going into battle. Good. Suppress, then flank!
You'll notice that your current objective is highlighted.
I do notice that it's highlighted.
In addition, the location of your current objective is marked by the star on your compass.
Because it's a
As you approach your
star.
current objective, the star will move toward the center of your compass.
Okay.
Approach your current objective.
That's another thing I suppose that was kind of new with this era of gaming is mini-maps. Maybe not.
Move 5 paces to the left.
This came out in 2003.
That's it. Close enough. You will notice
So,
that objective
you know,
is checked off, and you now
Halo
have a
had
new
already
one.
come out.
All right, Martin.
Medal of
Open the
Honor was
gate
already
and
out.
run
In
the
fact,
obstacle
Call of
course.
Duty was an answer to Medal of Honor,
Go.
wasn't it? God, it's been so long. It's been so long that I played this one in particular. But I really love this one. As opposed to any of the others. Oh, we're already running, we're running. The biggest thing that I love about this one is, number one, there's a health bar, so there's no regenerating health. You actually have to find health packs in this game. Another thing is, like, even early on, you guys will notice, you have selective fire modes in this one, and that's pretty impressive. We got live rounds going over our heads. The big thing that most people don't like going backwards as far as Call of Duty goes. Here lies Private Bell. He didn't keep his head. Oh, that's so sad! That's so sad! Anyway, what I was saying was is that the thing that most people don't like going back to this Call of Duty is that there's no sprint. Because sprint was just kind of a lovely idea at this point, you know, like, maybe one day we'll get that.
The rest of you ladies, stay right here.
Oh man, I get to go meet Mad Eye Moody? Oh, he better have a robot eye.
Private. I'm up here, in the observation
You don't sound
tower.
anything like
Grab
Mad Eye
one of
Moody.
those M1A1 carbines from the table.
M1A1? Oh man. God, this takes me back, guys. This really takes me back.
To
It's
get
got a
more
folding
ammo,
stock!
grab it from any loose
Fuck,
weapon
that's
of the
awesome.
same type you were carrying.
Look how smooth the animation in this
Approach
game
the
is.
fence and fire 6
Like, I understand
rounds
it's
at your
not,
target.
like,
Your
beautiful to
accuracy will
you
be
guys. But I don't know,
defined
there's
by
something
the
about this
tightness of
era
your crosshair.
of gaming that I've always... I just love its looks. Quake 3 is a beautiful game to me, even now, and the original Halo as well.
Fire 6 more rounds at your target in different stances and
Oh,
while moving.
I got this.
You will be more accurate while not. And your life. When your magazine is empty, your weapon will reload
I can't roll.
automatically.
I forgot which game from this era you could actually combat roll in.
All right, Private. Move on to the next
Alright,
area.
we're moving on. I don't know. How many of you guys
Grab
out there
up a
are Call of Duty
Springfield rifle
fans?
from the
Like, have
table,
played
switching it for your
any of the old
carbine.
ones? And more importantly,
Turn to the
how do
left.
you feel about
Move
those
to the
compared to the
fence
new
and
ones?
fire
Because
2
I think
rounds
Call of
at your
Duty,
target.
it gets a bad rap. It really does. People have a terrible case of sequelitis when it comes to Call of Duty. I will hit this thing without using the scope. Come on. That's the bad thing about fucking around with a single shot. I will explain my thoughts, I promise, guys.
Now fire
Okay.
2 rounds at your target while aiming down your sight.
But, yeah, I think Call of Duty gets a bad rap. People have a major amount of sequelitis. The way I look at it
All
is,
right.
number one, there
I
are
hope
3
it's
different
clear to
companies
you that
now
you will
making
be
Call
more
of Duty.
accurate while
Like, it's not
aiming
like
down the
there's a
sight.
new Call of Duty from the
All
same
right,
company
Private. Move
every
on to the
year.
next area.
Just like with Assassin's Creed, it's different Ubisoft studios doing it. There's like
Exchange your
80 studios
Springfield
involved in
for
the
one of
creation of
the
every
Thompson
single one of them.
submachine guns on the table.
Like,
Unless
really,
you've
if you
got
look at
3
it, you can
hands,
have,
you
you
can
know,
only carry
Treyarch
2
fans,
weapons,
Infinity Ward fans,
besides your
or I guess
sidearm
now
and
Sledgehammer
grenade.
fans.
Fire 10 rounds at your target. First from the hip.
I'll do it.
And aiming down the gun. Compare your accuracy.
Like, you can
Get
have
used to
Sledgehammer fans now that the
firing both ways.
Advanced Warfare series has
Take
started,
a
which they're
few
probably going to make
steps
Advanced
while
Warfare 2 and
aiming
3,
down
because
your
that's just how these
sight.
things work.
You're going to move slower this way.
But, I mean,
in close quarter combat, you can
I
hit
don't
your
know
enemy
what
with the butt end of your weapon. This is called a melee attack. Try it.
I
with
guess
your
what I'm trying to say
Don't screw around,
is that
kid. This is
Call
for
of Duty, if
real.
you look at it like a TV
Now
show, no one
switch
ever gets
weapons,
mad at a
Private.
TV show
Unless
for having
you're as
another
dumb as you
episode.
are
Nobody ever
ugly,
gets mad at a
it may
comic
dawn
book for
on
having
you
another
that
issue.
each
Nobody ever
weapon
gets
is
mad
good
at a
for
book
different
series for having another
situations.
volume.
Make
Why
the
is
wrong
it
choice
that
and
with
you could buy
movies
the
and
farm.
with games, like, games that have abso-fucking-lutely nothing to do with each other, you,
Fire 3 more rounds.
you get wildly upset.
Outstanding,
Like, I mean,
Private.
look at
Proceed
Black
to
Ops
the
3
next area.
compared to, like, Modern Warfare 1 or 2 or 3, even. Or even, fuck, Black Ops 2. They're nothing alike, not even slightly, and people, like, get way
Pick up
upset that the
frag
series never
grenades from the
changes.
table. Pick 'em up.
Like, there was never a
Throw
focus on
grenade
mobility
into
like that
each of the
before.
openings
And
before you.
I don't know, I
Rock
think
and
that it's
fire.
a series that evolves, maybe not from game to game.
Move behind the
But
concrete
if you
post.
think of it more
Lean
like
out to the left,
expansion
then the
packs
right.
rather than
This will
full-fledged
help
sequels,
protect
kind of like
you
how I
from
look
the
at
enemy.
New Vegas versus Fallout 3. Oh, I'm supposed to lean. I'm leaning. Look at me leaning. But if you look at the Mistake-Load expansion packs, I think the Call of Duty series is actually pretty golden.
All right, Private. Move
I'm
on
not
to
saying
the
that
next
it's a
area.
great series,
Remember, Private,
that it deserves
if you get hurt,
an extreme
grab
amount
one
of
of
praise,
those health kits and use it.
but
Don't be a hero. They will
it is.
save your life.
It has its merit.
Our last station will be explosives.
I'm
That's
sorry,
a
guys.
lot
Try to
of
pay attention to
firepower
everything.
there.
God, solo Let's
Treat
Plays
it
are
with
hard.
respect. That stuff
Say
doesn't
nice
care
things in the
what it
comments.
blows up. Note that a stopwatch
I'm
has
just kidding.
appeared.
Say whatever the fuck
This
you
will
want in the
tell you
comments.
how
I'm
much
gonna
time
stop
you
you.
have
I'm not
to
a
get
comment
your butt
policeman.
out of there unless you want it blown off.
Nice fire effects. I think they reused the same ones in Outlast.
Good job, Private. Well done. Keep your weapons with you and clean at all times. You
Cleaning
are
guns.
dismissed.
That's something nobody ever talks about in games. Like, or in movies even. Cleaning weapons. Like, if you've ever used a machine gun, you have to change the barrel in the gun. Like, every, like, even 100 rounds sometimes, depending on how fast you're firing the weapon and what the conditions you're in are. Anyway, courage and perseverance have a magical talisman, before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish into thin air. John Quincy Adams. Only the dead have seen the... Oh, that's sad. Plato, stop being a downer. Look at that crying eagle. Doesn't it look like he's crying? Like a little teardrop right there. Oh. I'm a bit, if I seem a bit out of it or angry, guys, it's because I just dealt with the wonders
Baker
of
Company, listen
online...
up.
Okay, I'm listening up.
This is the big one. Operation Overlord.
Right.
The air and seaborne invasion of Normandy. On H-Hour D-Day, seaborne infantry will attack 5 beaches codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juneau, and Sword here on the coast of Normandy.
Awesome.
Utah and Omaha beaches will be attacked by 3 of our infantry divisions. At the same time, 2 British and 1 Canadian division will hit Gold, Juneau, and Sword beaches.
Just the one Canadian.
The airborne will be landing 6 hours before H-Hour, before the air and naval bombardments.
Right.
The British 6th Airborne Division will be landing here. At the same time, the 101st and the 82nd Airborne will be landing in these areas.
Take a guess which one I am.
The Dews River Estuary here divides Utah and Omaha Beach. The mission of the 101st is to capture the Dews River crossings, linking Utah and Omaha Beach, and to protect the flanks of Utah
Has
Beach.
anyone ever made like
This road here
101's
is the
now
main
nation
highway that
spoof of
connects
the
the entire
101st
Cotentin
Airborne?
Peninsula.
Because if not,
The Germans
somebody
have
get
troop
on that, please.
concentrations
I
in
want to
this
see
region. When those
DeviantArt.
troops are mobilized
Not
into
that
a
I spend much
counterattack
time
on
on
the beaches, they'll
DeviantArt.
have to move along this road.
But I will, just for the sake of this,
101st is gonna
someone
make sure
litter
that
it
doesn't happen.
with just puppies in
Baker
airborne
Company, that's
uniforms.
us, has
Just
been
like
assigned this
dropping
causeway
out of
here.
planes safely.
Pathfinders like
Don't
Private
kill
Martin
those
will be
puppies.
dropped ahead of the main force and will plant beacons on the ground to mark the landing
Beacons?
zones. However, there's
I
no
will plant
telling what will happen
numerous
once we're on the
beacons.
ground. So I want
Well,
all of you to learn the
simultaneous
objectives of
strikes.
every unit in both the 101st and 82nd. I also want you to study these maps and photographs until you've memorized.
Look at this photograph!
Behind the Atlantic
Every
Wall,
time I do it
between
makes
several
me
German
laugh.
garrisons.
I'm sorry,
Can't
guys.
expect to be relieved until at least several hours after H-Hour. This is what we've been training for. Good luck.
That's another thing no one really thinks about when they think about World War II, is just the sheer number of people involved. Like, people think about a battle, and they think about, like, you know, like 100 or so people. We're talking about hundreds upon thousands of people just beating the shit out of each other and shooting at each other and lighting each other on fire. And June 5th, 1944, 1800 hours. Greenham Common, England. In about 3 hours, I will be in Normandy. As one of the I'm sorry, guys, I have to do it. As one of the pathfinders for my unit, I'll be landing ahead of the main airborne force. The pathfinders land before the main force and place beacons on the landing fields to guide the rest of the pilots and paratroopers in. The Brits are sending the airborne in first in the early hours of the morning to protect the flanks of Utah Beach. At first light, the main force of the invasion will hit the beaches. For weeks, the entire invasion force, more than 175,000 men. See what I mean? Can you even imagine 175,000 people? Because I bet you can't. Has been cooped up and forbidden contact with anyone outside, with nothing to do but memorize maps and battle plans. We're all quite eager to be in France. A few hours ago, General Eisenhower paid us a visit. If we pull this off, the Germans are in for one hell of a surprise. What could possibly go wrong? Outskirts of St. Mary-Glees, France. Oh! I didn't hit the ground running. Now I'm dead. Here's what I was talking about with the alternate firing modes. How do I switch? I can't remember how to switch. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Look at that, me going from single shot to full auto over and over again. Even in Call of Duty 1, they actually took it out and then put it back in there. But I digress, because I think I'm out of time and you guys are probably done listening to me ramble. So, until next time, I will see you guys in the next episode.
Like what you see? Well, why not throw out a like? Want to see more? Click that subscribe button to stay up to date. Got something to say? Well, there's a place for that too. Hate everything about us? Of course you do! It's the internet!